Imagine coming home from a stressful day at work or school, and you feel like the whole world's crashing down on you all at once. All you want is relaxation, but it seems like nothing's working. So what do? Well, here's my solution. Marijuana. As someone who's been around people who use marijuana, I can safely say that it makes a positive impact on one's life. And so that is why I'm arguing that marijuana should be legalized in the US. The topics we'll be covering are the medical aspects of marijuana, the health benefits, how it pertains to mental health, and how it compares to alcohol, which is a substance that's widely produced and distributed across the US. First, it's important to mention that the medical benefits that come with marijuana outweigh the hindrances. According to Harvard Medical School, marijuana is effective when it comes to fighting against chronic pain, which is something that several Americans face daily. And it also helps relieve nerve and muscle pains. Since it's very difficult to overdose on marijuana, unlike opiates like Advil, it's safer to take the most prescribed medications. A personal anecdote is my grandma who has knee pains. She has a hard time walking around, and she usually needs someone to assist her when it comes to walking and getting up. Well, recently I found out that she has been using medical marijuana, and so she expresses that she feels relief, and she doesn't pay as much mind to the pain as she once did. And honestly, she preferred it over prescribed medications. So that is one example. Now that we've looked at the medical positives to marijuana, let's take a look at how it impacts mental health. So one main disorder that is also associated with marijuana is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. My friend's dad, who was a veteran, has a very hard time going to sleep. And when he does fall asleep, he wakes up in with night terrors. So he's either screaming when he wakes up or fighting. Well, and he also has bad anxiety. So, recently he got into medical marijuana as well. And it made a significant change in his life. He's not as guarded as he once was. He's very social now. And he's able to fall asleep a lot quicker than he once was. Actually, he's able to fall out in his sleep in general. So that was a main plus for him. And it also helps his anxiety, which also leads to the main point that marijuana helps treat anxiety and insomnia disorders as well. Teleleaf, a research company, claims that it reduces anxiety symptoms as well as reduces the need to rely on typical medications. And the Sleep Foundation claims that because depression is associated with insomnia, because long-term use can improve sleep and insomnia, or it helps prevent insomnia, depression levels go down as well. And so, yes, now that we looked at mental health, now let's look at how it compares to alcohol. So the main contrast between the two are how the body reacts to large intakes of it. So with alcohol, it's very easy to get alcohol poisoning and overdose. And that's why there's 88,000 alcohol related deaths. each year. Whereas with marijuana, which it takes a lot to overdose, sees little to none when it comes to overdoses. With marijuana, it takes 15 to 70 grams within 24 hours to overdose, which is the same as 238 to 1,113 joints, which is a lot. And that can be found at the American Addiction Centers. So in conclusion, we've looked at how marijuana relieves physical pain, how it betters mental pain, and how it's a safer option than alcohol. And so the bottom line is, if used responsibly, marijuana can make a huge big impact in one's life. And so that is why I think marijuana should be legalized in the US. Thank you.